Hello and welcome to our latest episode of Paranormal Shorts. Today we've come to Kennett Churchyard, which is a place I think you know a fair bit more about than I do, despite the fact I've come here a few times.
I used to live in Kennett, but to be fair, when I lived in Kennett I never really came here. It wasn't until I moved away, but it was literally weirdly after I moved away that people started talking about the place, and then I looked into the history. As you remember from the first series of Paranormal Shorts, we came here a couple of times and had quite a lot of interesting activity. And a lot of it seemed to be centred around the doorway, which is just around this side of the church. You recall those?
Yes, I do. I remember one of the most distinct ones was a big sigh we recorded.
Yes.
Like someone went, oh.
Yeah, like, oh, they're here.
Yeah, they're back.
They're back. Obviously, this area is mostly known for the slaughter of the Saxons by the Vikings, which took place in just beyond the tree there, which is another area where occasionally we've had, well, limited activity,
yeah.
I would say. But it's just one of those places, you never know what you're going to get until you come here, so
hopefully it's going to be a good night. We're in for a lucky one.
And of course, later on we've got the tea break coming up, so which is always a bit of fun.
Always a highlight.
Paranormal news. Brought a car as well. Toy car. Just thought I'd just give it a go.
Worth a shot.
Put it, where should we put it? Somewhere where it has to get shoved off. So, one of these?
Yeah, worth a go.
It's only a Citroen, so it's not very heavy. Just make sure that can't move. Right. So that's going to require quite a bit of force to make that come off of there.
Yeah.
So and also we just set up it's just like a little motion sensor light there.
Is that if you go near it or touch
it? You go in front of the sensor, that should go off. There. Okay, so a few things just to see. I mean, obviously the main area of activity we've had has generally been here, and that's going off already. Let's just move back away.
No, wait. As soon as that went off, these daisies just moved as if something walked through them.
Been here. And that's going off already. Seriously?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I panned the camera around just as they were. It was like something went.
And to be fair, it's not exactly a breezy night. I mean, if you look at the trees, and if you can get a quick shot of the trees.
There's no breeze at all. 100% that just happened.
Wow. Well, I'm glad. I mean, obviously,
I think I just caught it on camera, just the last bit of the move, and I was a bit taken aback by it at the start, so I didn't point the camera there just in time, but I definitely caught them moving.
Let's get this on as well.
Is there somebody here with us at this churchyard?
Did you just come through the doorway, walk towards Luke, and disturb the daisies? Did you? They are large daisies, aren't they?
Yeah, jumbo daisies. I don't know what the actual term is.
We'll go with jumbo daisies. I like that.
Oh.
Hello. Do you know what? That's funny, because I was about to say to you, watch it go off as we go around the corner. And I didn't, and it did. See, always important to speak up.
Yeah.
Before you think something's going to happen, just in case. If there is someone, come towards us. We don't mean you any harm. We're not going to cause a problem for you. But we'd like you to interact with this device that I'm holding, if you can. Is there anybody on this side that would like to come forward? Come and touch this box that I'm holding. Come and tap on it. You know what? Okay, 2 meters going on.
Really?
you?
Yeah. Oh, I've got...
Hello, we've come back. Come on, one big burst of energy. Show your hair.
Wow,
Thank you. Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you very much.
that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Do you know what? Just go on this over. Everything you can to try and get this right.
Yeah, you've got to try it all.
I'm just going to come and put this toy car, because you might be interested in this, I don't know. I'm just going to come and put this in front of the K2 meter. Really carefully. Put that over as well. Okay. Whoa!
That's just gone on. That can't have been you that set that off, was it?
No, I can't remember. No way.
You're not close enough.
No. That went off at the same time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Was the car being there enough to?
Oh.
It's well, for our first night out after several months, I'm quite chuffed with what we got tonight. It's not been lots. It's not been amazingly big, as many people seem to get when they go out. It's been enough. It's been subtle. There's been interaction with various things, including plant life, for want of a better way. I'm not really sure how to describe it. The way it seemed to me is that something came through physically, or whatever, came through the door, was able to interact with the K2 meter, and then we're headed towards Luke and disturb the daisies. I'm really hoping that's been captured. Since then, I think we had a little bit of interaction after that, didn't we? After asking for it. Had the tea break, we've come back, and then we've had a few spikes on the gauze meter, a few more on the K2, which seem to coincide with us asking questions. The fact that there's been very little on the K2 leads me to think there's nothing kind of immediately electrical in the area that's causing an issue with the K2 meter. There's definitely something interacting with it. I think another time we come back here, possibly with a couple of guests, a bit more energy with us, we'll try doing that in different locations and see if we get a similar response. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Yeah, so overall, I've not really got a huge amount extra to add to what Jason said, other than it's been a really interesting night out. And we often get stuff recorded on the equipment, we get stuff recorded on cameras and EMF meters, but to see some interaction with the physical world, be it with the daisies moving, that was certainly the highlight for me. And I've always thought this place is quite subtle with the activity it produces. And I think, although I think it was especially at a very low level tonight, it definitely came through, and I think with a few more people here, maybe it could turn out to be something a little bigger, and maybe something a bit more physical that we could record and document. But yeah, overall, really happy with tonight.